Greetings and salutations, YouTube. Friar Chuck here, and I am back with our college football 26 Dynasty. Now, the game has been out for a while, and it's taken me a while to get the series out. First of all, the issue being when it came out, I went on vacation for 2 weeks. Literally, the game came out on Monday, I left Tuesday, and it was gone for 2 weeks. And then it's taken me several times to pick what team I wanted to do for Dynasty. And I think I finally settled on one. I've gone back and forth. Y'all have probably seen some uploads that I've done and then taken down because I didn't really... I kind of just wasn't feeling the team. So we've decided to go with South Florida. I've been back and forth on several teams. South Florida was always kind of there. But this is a team, as you can see, they've had winning seasons in back-to-back years, 2 bowl games, but they only went 7-6, so not anything major. The American Conference is very winnable, but it has also got 4 very good teams in it: Tulane, Memphis, Navy, and Army. Before 2023, they had 3 years where they won a total of 4 games. 4 games in 2019, another 7-6 season, 2 really good years in 16 and 17, and then a stretch from 2011 to 2014 where they had losing records, and then a pretty solid 2005 to 2010. South Florida's never been a real prominent program, and right now, Florida is kind of ready to be plucked as far as who the best team is. Right now, it's either Miami or Florida. Florida State looked awful last year. Miami was kind of okay. They've replaced Cam Ward with Carson Beck. I don't like Carson Beck. I don't think he's very good. But we'll see, I guess. Florida, of course, has the very exciting DJ Lagway. So there's potential there. And then, of course, beyond that, you've also got Central Florida in the Big 12. And then the other smaller schools, FAU, FIU, just FAU and FIU. That's it. No one else beyond them. That's kind of Florida. Florida's a hotbed for recruiting. There's a ton of talent that comes out of there. So it's a great place to start. It's a great place to be able to build. So yeah, I'm really excited to get into that. I think it'll be a good time. As far as our coach abilities go, let's spin those first, get that established. We are a recruiter background because the way I see it, if you want to be the best team in Florida, you need to out-recruit the big dogs. Florida State, Miami, Florida, who are always going to pull big recruits no matter how good they actually are. So to be able to out-recruit them is going to be huge. And I don't know if we'll be able to do it for sure or not, but we can definitely try. So next, let's go over the roster. Starting here at the backside. Good to know we don't need to recruit a punter. He doesn't even have a deal breaker. That's good. It's conference prestige. And the American actually has quite a high conference prestige for not being one of the big time ones. We're good at kicker. He's got deep range and mega leg. Oh, that's Martin Grammaticus' kid. Okay. So yeah, solid kicker. Love to see it. At strong safety, we have our starter is going to be Bugsy Silvera, 75 overall. He is a senior, so won't be around long term. Our next man up is Fred Gaskin, who is a sophomore with Impact Dev. Does have the pro potential deal breaker, which is going to be very rough, but hopefully we can overcome that and keep him around. At free safety, we've got two seniors starting off, and then Cedric Hawkins, who is an Impact Dev free safety, and his deal breaker is playing time, which he will get after these 2 leave, and I think that takes that into account. At corner, we have Deshaun Rucker, who is a senior, but he's an 84 overall. That's very nice to have in his first year. Got Isaiah Guy, who is a sophomore, but he is a nice playing time deal breaker. Jarvis Lee, who's a junior, has impact dev, but wants brand exposure, which we don't have. Ben Knox is a senior. Kajon Banks is a senior. James Chenault, who is a true sophomore, wants pro potential as his deal breaker. He does have impact dev. Maybe we can keep him around. We also got Jonas DeClona with impact dev. Oh, and a freshman with impact dev, Gavin Jenkins. Playing time, okay. So corner room's got a lot of potential. We just gotta hope we don't lose some of these people. It's just overall not great right now, but I think it could be pretty good. Starting will linebacker, which is the right outside linebacker, in more common terms, is Jalen Schuler. Also got Xavier Hamilton, who is an impact dev sophomore. Wants a championship contender. He only needs a C+. We could get there. I think probably if we're competing for the conference, we'll probably be okay. We've also got Centrell Anderson, who is an impact dev. And Devin Bird, who is a normal dev. So the impact devs to me are really, really good in this game specifically because dev traits can increase. And once you have an impact dev, then you can be an elite dev before your senior year if you're a freshman. But here we see Rodney Hill with the dev trait as a sophomore, and then we've got Chavez Brown, who's a normal dev, but he will be the starter next year, most likely, barring a really talented freshman or a transfer. Rocco Nickel is going to be our starting Sam linebacker, and Derek McCormick is the backup. He's a redshirt freshman. Defensive tackle, we're going to have to recruit this hard and heavy. Dre Butler is star dev, but he's a redshirt senior, so literally cannot play anymore after this year. So the star dev doesn't do us a whole lot of good. Unless he can progress in the season, and we can get some points in there. Our top 3 defensive tackles are all seniors, so we'll have to look elsewhere. We've got Denelson Exum, who's a 69, nice, with impact dev, which is really nice. Jahari Grant, the sophomore, and Eli Jones, the freshman. They all have very easy to deal with deal breakers, so they should be here long term. As far as edge rushers go, we have senior edge rusher Rico Watson III, is pro potential. Pro potential is his deal breaker, but he's a senior, so I don't really care. Same with DJ Harris, who's also a senior. And then our 2 younger guys both have normal devs. Not ideal. But our left edge rushers are going to be Michael Williams II and Josh Kesliskar. Or Silikar. I don't know. Levi Smiley is a normal dev. Sophomore. We have Ira Singleton, who is a normal is an impact dev sophomore, and he has conference prestige as his deal breaker, which won't go down. Ryan Jenkins is an impact dev sophomore, but he wants brand exposure. I need to care less about your brand and more about the on-field product. Senior starting right tackle, but we also have Braden Carter. I think we shouldn't have too difficult of a time keeping around. He's an impact dev sophomore. Right guard starter is Zane Herring, impact dev, and we do have an impact dev down here on the roster, but he is a redshirt junior. We only have 1 year out of him. 2 years this year, next. Two senior centers. Our top 2 left guards are seniors. Our top 2 left tackles are seniors. 2 of our tight ends are seniors. Our top 1 is a junior with impact dev. Hopefully we can keep him around and maybe develop him a little bit. Wide receiver, our top 1 is redshirt freshman Keshawn Singleton. He is normal dev, but he's an 80 overall. Former 2-star recruit. He's got a little bit of room to improve, not much. I can see him very easily getting passed by other receivers, like Medea Rubin, but he's a junior, so again, not a whole lot of room for him to improve, just because he won't have time. Jaden Alexis is a senior. Got Chaz Nimrod, who is a junior. Tyler Williams, who has Star Dev. Alright. I didn't realize they had a Star Dev player, and his deal breaker is playing time. Sweet, we can keep him around. What did his ratings look like? Former 4-star. Those are pretty. Those are pretty. We might could get him up pretty high. No, I want Tyler Williams, not Tyler James Williams. So he was with Minnesota last year. He signed with Georgia, then went to Minnesota, and then has transferred now to South Florida. I guess he decided it was too cold up there. I don't blame him. Also got Jaquan Smith, Cade Roberts, Joshua Porter, Christian Hill. So we will be trying to get Williams onto the field. 88 speed is not great, but it's okay. I can work with it. People aren't as fast in this game overall, so that's okay. An impact of 77 overall fullback. At running back, we've got 3 seniors, so that is somewhere we are going to have to improve. Top 2 guys are Cartavius Norton and Sam Franklin, and then Kawan Powell, again, all seniors, with varying levels of speed. The sophomore does have decent speed at a 90. Hopefully I can keep him around. Now, at quarterback, we're going to get 1 year of a very interesting quarterback in Byron Brown. 92 throw power, 87 speed. So he should be fun to play with this year, but he is a redshirt senior, so he will be gone. But we can use him to hopefully improve some of our other ratings this year. As far as potential replacements on the roster, it's Lachlan Hewlett we can keep around. I don't know if this is a real player or not, because there are some roster fillers. Sure, they wouldn't have made him the best one on the. Lachlan Hewlett. Nope, he is a real player. He is on the USF athletics page. He's got really good skill cap, so he could be pretty good. The problem is that normal dev, but if he ends up being the starter next year, we could get an improvement on that. So he is definitely a player who's going to be redshirted. So I might actually get 4 years out of him. And then Archie and Tate will be the backups. Well, it's a pretty interesting roster. I'm more excited about it now than I was before. I didn't just seeing that star dev, the wide receiver alone made me very happy. Hewlett, we will redshirt. You can technically redshirt people that aren't freshmen. It's just, I think it's weird, so I don't do it. I think we should be able to compete year one. So the thing about college football is you don't get any benefit out of being bad in your early years of a rebuild, because obviously there's not a draft. But I am going to try and prioritize the development of some players. Like, we're not taking a huge hit if uh, Tyler Williams starts and is in the slot for us, and in fact, that would probably be really good. Only a 71 slot receiver, but I know the way that I play, and I know he'll get a lot of targets in the slot, so. Now then, let's look at our schedules. Open the season against Boise State at home in Raymond James Stadium. Raymond James Stadium looks very strange with with USF's stuff on it as opposed to the Buccaneers. Then we go to Florida to take on, or go to Gainesville to take on Florida. We go down to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami to take on the Hurricanes, and then we have an FCS game. We'll figure out what we're about pretty early on. These are three good teams, and then an FCS. We have an open week in week 5, and then that's when conference play starts with Charlotte, North Texas, Florida Atlantic, Memphis, UTSA, Navy, UAB, and Rice. USF does have rivals. I don't know who they are. Probably UCF. Yeah, UCF, the war on I-4. Yeah, that's their only rivalry. Okay. Well, we'll get that in at some point. The neat thing, too, about South Florida is that if we want to move conferences at some point, we have a lot of options. The SEC has got Florida schools in it. The ACC has got Florida schools in it. The Big 12's got Florida schools in it. The Sun Belt does too, I think, but we're not moving there. That would be dumb. Okay, let's look at our first set of scouting. I expect a lot of 3 stars. All these guys that have us first. Okay, lots of punters have us first for some reason. We do need a quarterback. Running back, yes, big need there. A lot of wide receivers want to come here too. I'm going to say we need more defensive tackles than that. Obviously, we don't necessarily have to fill all these needs now because the transfer portal is a thing. Nope, I have reached the maximum number of players. That's crazy. I still haven't got any strong safeties on the board. It is nice to see that people have us listed as first. These quarterbacks may get taken off depending on what their throw power is. 87, he can stay. 83, he's gone. Plus he's a JUCO junior. What am I supposed to do with that? He is a gem. He has 80 throw power. Like, I guess. He's got 93 speed. He has 79 speed. Be gone. Oh, he's a 2-star. That's probably why. You have 81, that's not a ton better. Yeah. This is what we call a sneaky athlete. A gym rat. High character guy. You know, you know. Orlando. Name like that, I feel like you should be playing for a different Florida school, but we'll take you. Tampa's not a last name you typically see. This guy. I don't really want to deal with the JUCO transfers. I'll probably give up on those guys, and they'll end up being ones that are like freaking studs. Okay, that's how we'll disperse those as we get through week 0 here. Vaughn moved us into his top school. And that is going to do it for episode number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed and you're excited for what's to come. In the next episode, we will be taking on Boise State. I'll deal with the I'm probably going to do most of the recruiting stuff off screen. We'll obviously see commits when that happens. And anything major that changes, I'll let you guys know. But I'll see you in the next one. This is Friar Chuck saying bye-bye.